What's up, everybody? Today I'm about to ruffle some motherfucking feathers. Now, let me tell you something. This is all off top of the fucking dome, alright? Also, I'm not looking at any fucking video while I'm saying this. So, again, this is like, just from memory, So, don't fucking sit here and be fucking nitpicking me about, oh, but this wasn't there and that wasn't like that. Shut the fuck up. Again, this is all from fucking memory off top of my head, alright? And, yeah. As I said, today I'm about to ruffle some fucking feathers. Why is that? Because I got something very shocking to say. At least shocking to some people. And that is, the GTA 6 trailer didn't blow me out the water. Actually, in fact, the GTA 6 trailer sucked ass. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Alright, okay, be mad. Calm down, though. Let me tell you something. Just because the trailer sucked ass does not mean that I believe the game is gonna suck ass. But I will say this. It's not giving me good vibes. It is not giving me good vibes because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I first saw GTA 5's trailer, that shit blew me out the water. Man, my fucking mind was blown. Dude, I had so much, hope for that game when I saw that trailer. I had endless thoughts about what the game could be like, what could happen in this game. This is gonna be the next San Andreas. That's how I felt. When I seen the GTA 6 trailer, I thought, this is gonna be better than GTA 5. Okay. Has better looking women. Okay. And that was it. There was nothing else. There was no, oh shit, this is fucking badass. This is, the fucking best game I ever seen. This is so many possibilities. This is all this. It was none of that. And I watched it many, many times, and I didn't get no spark, no feeling of hope at all. But again, like I said, that doesn't mean games don't mean necessarily bad. And also, it's not personally the only reason why I think it's going to be bad. But for me to fully make you understand why I say that, I'm gonna have to take you back to a couple of years, actually, before GTA 5 released, right? Way before we got this GTA 6 trailer, right? Almost 20 years before we got this trailer. And that is when people saw the first trailer for GTA 4. First trailer for GTA 4, when that shit dropped. Now, I don't remember when that dropped, right? Because, I was alive, I was around, I just don't remember it. Maybe I did see it, I just don't remember it. All I remember, though, was there was a new GTA game coming out, and people were talking about it. And I remember thinking, wow, this game is going to be the next game after GTA San Andreas? And again, I'm only 7 or so, right? But just keep in mind, this is like a person who's played San Andreas, played that shit hella, right? And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you were a kid. Why the fuck were you playing this adult game? Shut the fuck up. All right, shut up. All right, shut up. Seriously, shut the fuck up. Now, yes, I was playing this game every single fucking day as a kid. My whole family played this fucking game almost every day. Played the shit out of it. So again, like I said, this is gonna be the sequel to that. Oh, I was losing my mind. I was like, this shit's gonna be fucking badass. And I didn't even see a trailer for it. I had so much hope. Now, yes, I was a child. And, you can get a child easily excited about anything, you know what I'm saying? But I was a gaming kid, right? I played games. I knew about games. I was very in-depth with this shit. So I didn't just get excited over anything. But let's just say I did. But even taking into account what people even said back then, full-grown adults had speculated for that GTA 4, not just me. They thought the same thing I was thinking. This is gonna be a sequel to San Andreas. What could they do next? They were the motherfuckers literally saying that GTA 4 was gonna have fucking different continents and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which honestly, at that time, considering that GTA San Andreas was the last game to come before GTA 4, that's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that, right? And you might say, what do you, that is ridiculous. No, it's not, because here's the thing. At that point, Grand Theft Auto was this, right? They had, I'm not gonna count the first two games. because barely anybody played those shits. I'm counting 3 and above, right? So at that point, and even if you did want to count the first 2 games, I mean, shit, that it doesn't take away the point. But anyways, at that point, GTA 3 was, pretty cool map, right? It was the first 3 Grand Theft Auto game. It was very impressive. People loved the shit out of that, right? They were like, how could you expand upon this, right? If you weren't even thinking about that at the time, to be honest with you. But then just less than almost a year later, they came with GTA Vice City, which had a bigger map, more things to do, and on top of all of that, they had a talking character who could change clothes. That's fucking crazy, right? And then the next game, which only came out, again, this is like almost less than a year later, because again, GTA 3 came out 2001, Vice City 2002. Was it 2002? I believe it was 2002 or 2003. But let's just say 2003, because I think it was 2003. Early 2003, let's just say that. And then San Andreas releases, which was late 2004. The jump from GTA Vice City to GTA San Andreas is unreal. It's almost unreal. And I think the development time that they said the game was in development for 2 years, but to the outside public, we didn't know that. We just seen that the game, it was probably like, the public only had seen the game was going to be out. They said they announced this shit like, I want to say like maybe a year before it actually came out or less, which again, like I said, ridiculous. But the contents within the game, the leap from Vice City to San Andreas was ridiculous, right? And just for the people out there who don't know, which is very small amount of people who don't know, but San Andreas not only, right, had one city, it had 2 cities. 2 full cities. No, not only 2 full cities, it had 3 full cities. Wow. Just keep in mind, the last prior games only had 1 city each, right? Maybe you could technically say Vice City had technically 2 cities, but it really wasn't because it's the same place. But on top of the fact that San Andreas had 3 cities. No, not just that it has 3 cities. The thing is, there's countryside. There's, actual things to do that is just like not cities. It's like outskirts and shit. You can go from LA to Las Vegas, and in between there is forest and the desert, right? And you can also go to San Francisco, so you can get up to a place where, it should be snow, but it's not. It just looks very cold. It should be snow there, but you can go. It's all these different biomes, right? And places where there's forest. Now keep in mind again, Vice City had no forest. It had no countryside, none. GTA 3, no countryside, no forest, none, right? Unless you want to count Central Park, was Central Park or a version of Central Park even in GTA 3? I don't think that was even the case. So, again, GTA San Andreas, you would think it feels unreal, because you would think like with the leap, you would think there would have been at least like 2 games in between San Andreas and Vice City, but it wasn't. It literally went GTA 3, Vice City, then San Andreas. It was nothing else in between that. Nothing else in between those. That's it, right? Which is amazing. Again, I have to keep saying that. So now that I put you in that mindset, right? What came between San Andreas and 4 were 2, maybe 3, but I'm gonna say 2 Grand Theft Auto games, which were barely, full games. Not to disrespect them, but they were more so just updated versions of GTA Vice City and GTA 3. You know what I'm saying? They updated, and when I say updated, I just mean they just added shit that was in San Andreas and didn't put it in there. You know what I'm saying? Into that system, which nice. And they added some little other upgrades here and there, but again, they weren't full games by any means. They had cool, nice stories, but they weren't full games by any means. They were meant to be portable exclusives, but they came over to console, which was nice. But again, they weren't full game experiences, because I think those are the shortest Grand Theft Auto games in the series, I believe. But again, even if you want to count those as full games, right? Which you shouldn't, but let's just say you count them as full games. You have to keep in mind that even if you do count them as full games, the order that people had kept in mind for this series, the Grand Theft Auto series, is, I mean, this is the order they had set up, right? Which was, it'd be a 3, it'd be a Vice City, and then there's a San Andreas. And by a San Andreas is like, it means that shit's gonna blow you out the water. You feel me? And then again, for the people that are counting the PSP games as full games, again, we got a GTA 3 again, funny enough. Then we got a Vice City again, funny enough. So you would assume GTA 4, well, this shit's gonna be motherfucking San Andreas again. Some shit that's gonna blow you out the water. And that's why when I hear about people saying that, they expected the map to be huge and go beyond Liberty City, I understand it, because it makes sense. It makes sense. But what we got with GTA 4, it was disappointing, to say the least. I mean, as a kid, now I can say this again, I'm going back to my kid goggles real quick. I didn't notice this. I didn't notice that disappointment, but I seen it in everybody else's eyes around me. They still liked the game, but they were disappointed. I could tell. I didn't know exactly why until I really played it more and started noticing the things that weren't there. Like, you can't go to the gym anymore. You can't change clothes anymore. You can't leave this city after a certain amount of time. No, you stay within the same city. At most, you can just go to the, cross the bridge. But this is the same city. I was like, wow, I see what everybody else is disappointed now. And I remember that. And I remember being like, wow, GTA 4, this game sucks. This game really sucks. And years later, I did come to appreciate it. But I will say that looking back as an adult, I will say I still think that GTA 4 sucks ass. It really does. I love it. I love the story. I do. I really love the game, and it has a place in my heart. But it's not it doesn't deserve to be called a sequel to GTA San Andreas. It really doesn't. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess you could say it's a sequel to GTA 3, but come on. You and me know that San Andreas was bigger than any numbered Grand Theft Auto game out there. So if we're really not going to count San Andreas as a fucking mainline Grand Theft Auto game because it's not numbered, then you're fucking ridiculous. That's like saying all the contributions that it made is not going to be counted anymore because it doesn't have a number in it. Are you serious? Just shut the fuck up. Numbers don't matter in Grand Theft Auto. When they use numbers, it just basically means they don't give a shit. That's what it means. They don't care about what the title is. That's what I think, right? So as I was saying though, I do think GTA 4 is a solid game though. And I do get why they shrunk the map. I mean, I wouldn't have did it if I was the person in charge of Rockstar at the time. But I get it, and let's just say for the sake of argument, and maybe this really was the case. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not a game developer, I'm really not. But we know they were working with a new engine. Okay, the Rage engine, it was new for them. It was their first time working on this new console, the Xbox or PlayStation 3, and I get it. I understand. So, I mean, maybe it really was hard for them to learn how to do this. And if that was the best they could do, hey, I get it. And also at the same time, yeah, you're going to shrink the map, but it even though it's shrunk, it's not like it's less to do because they filled it with a lot of things to do, which people say that a lot, and I do kind of believe it, but at the same time, I do kind of call bullshit because it's not as packed as it could be. And you're like, oh, what are you talking about? That's bullshit. Listen, my friend, there's another free roaming game, the open world free roaming game that takes place in one city, just like GTA 4, and there was tons more to do than what GTA 4 had to offer. I mean, and again, Grand Theft Auto has its I mean, and you know what game I'm referencing, but I'm not going to bring that, I'm not going to say that name because then I'm going to get into some other shit. But you know what I'm referencing. It was another game around at the same time. I think it actually came before it. But just like, GTA 4, of course, has its quality. It's a quality game, though. It's quality. It still holds up to this day. The other game, it's a very great game, but it hasn't held up as well. I will say that. I will give GTA 4 that. The GTA 4 definitely has held up. So again, I have to give GTA 4 its respect in that regard, And I'm also giving it wiggle room to be like, okay, this is why I'm not as good as San Andreas and I didn't blow you out the water as much. Okay, I get it. Now, GTA 5. When I seen the trailer for this, I was about 10, maybe 11. I was very experienced in the Grand Theft Auto series at this point, and I seen the trailer and like I said, it blew me out the fucking water. I was so amazed and so ready. Like all this shit I'm seeing in the trailers, like this is badass. This is gonna be the next San Andreas. And I waited years and I was so hyped and I was on a hype train so much. And when it finally released, man, it wasn't disappointing. But it wasn't the San Andreas. It wasn't the next San Andreas. Not at all. And it barely was better than 4. And I know a lot of people out there are gasping right now, but it barely was better than 4. I mean, 5 had a lot of great improvements, but I will say this. I want to say this right now. 5 needed more time in the oven. Definitely, it needed some more time in the oven because, look, it's no more excuse, right? It's no more excuse as to why, the map is as small as it is. You might say, oh, but the map is huge. It's got the big city and this open Chiliad area and all this other kind of shit. Like, dog. Dude. GTA 5's map is iconic. Don't get me wrong. But, dude. It's full of nothing. Right? It's a fake full big map. It's fake big, right? Think about this. This map has 3 airports. 3 airports. Where the fuck you gotta fly to? To be honest, where you really gotta fly to? They have to make up fake shit, fake reasons for you gotta fly places, bro. Like, oh yeah, this mission takes place in the country. Yeah, haha, that's why you gotta fly out there. Like, dude, are you serious? I mean, like, you can just drive the car out there. And also, at the same time, they have to put fake stipulations as to why your car can't be in certain places. Also, this is the first Grand Theft Auto game to remove, like, barriers so you don't go places before, it's time. Which also made the map feel even smaller. Which you could say, oh, but technically it is bigger than every other map. But it don't feel bigger than every other map. And that's the point, right? GTA San Andreas actually may have been teeny compared to the actual map of GTA 4. It may have actually, all actuality, may actually be, but it doesn't feel that small. It doesn't feel small at all. It feels huge. At least to me, I played the game to this day. I'm an adult, and it feels huge. GTA 5 feels small. It feels small. The only time it doesn't feel small is when I'm walking, maybe. When you're walking, maybe. That's a maybe. But the thing is, it's like, I don't know, like, why. I can't put my finger on exactly why. Because again, I get it. It technically may be the biggest map that we've had so far, but it just felt so dead. Felt so, like, it's hard to just describe, But I will say, it was a step up from 4, a bit of a step up in terms of the map, you know what I'm saying? We got a city and we got, forest area and all that kind of shit, which is a step up, but it's not like overall a step up. And that's only by a bit, you know what I'm saying? And also, just look how much they fucking digress with the city part of it. And I know what you're saying. Oh, they had to hold a lot back because it was on Xbox 360 and like, bro, like, okay, why the fuck didn't y'all, I don't know, stop trying to fucking push the graphics so much, pull the graphics back, and maybe, and I'm not saying go back to San Andreas looks, but stay at 4. 4 level was nice, and then fucking build on the map on that. But no, they don't want to do that. They want to focus on the graphics, which that's again, something I'm about to get into when I get into the GTA 6 thing. But before I can go into GTA 6 fully, I have to talk about, well, I have to finish this point though. GTA 5 was disappointing in that way. It's like certain parts was a step up above GTA 4, but overall it was practically on the same level with 4. dude. Like, if I was playing single player to single player, right? Head to head, 4 and 5. Which one am I gonna probably play? I'm more likely gonna play 4. 4 has a lot more shit to do. 4 has a more life in it. You know what I'm saying? Head to head. Honestly, I gotta keep it real with you. I mean, yeah, 5 is kind of fun. You can do these little things and change your clothes and shit, but you can barely change your clothes. I'm gonna say that right now. But like, it don't really stack up like that. It's only marginal positives. But yeah, now let's talk about 6, right? Again, it's not out, hasn't been released. We still 2 years away, or about a year away, whatever the fuck you want to say, call it. I mean, it's 2023 right now. It's 12th last month, but you know, we can still say 2 years. We want to be depressed about it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a month ago, or 2 months ago, I should say, we didn't think this was gonna come, right? We didn't think this was gonna come at all. So it was a surprise that we even got this trailer, that we even got this announcement a month ago, right? But what the crazy thing is, this game has been, and you may say, oh, it hasn't actually been developed that long, but fuck you, asshole. We know that Grand Theft Auto or Rockstar usually starts their projects, you know, after the next project has been finished. So after 5 got done being, you know, made and released, they started on 6. So this game has been in production or in development for about 10 years. Now, I don't give a fuck if they stopped 100 times, 10,000 times. I don't give a shit, nigga. Y'all have made the best-selling media thing ever of all time. You got all this money. You have 10 years. All this time. And look, I'm not even mad about the wait. I'm just saying, in this time that we've been waiting, y'all better have been cooking. Y'all better have been cooking. Alright? Because there's no excuse if you have not been cooking. If they say, oh, we actually started development in 2018, I'm going to be like, why? Why did you start developing in 2018? What the fuck? What the fuck was stopping you in 2013 right as soon as the game got finished? I don't get it. Or 14. At the very least, right? Don't make no fucking sense. So again, I hope to God that this game has been in development for 10 years. Now, the actual trailer itself, it drops. We're looking at it, right? I'm watching it. I'm not impressed. I've said that before. I'm not impressed. I don't like it, right? There's some things in there that is funny and cute and all that kind of shit, but overall, I don't like it because it, to me, it just looks like the same thing, like the same jump between 4 to 5. That's what it looks like to me from the trailers. And me knowing modern Rockstar, right? Modern Rockstar, not the Rockstar that made San Andreas, not that time frame of Rockstar that made bangers. I'm talking about modern Rockstar, knowing them and what they did from 4 to 5. I have little faith that this is going to be that big of a leap. In terms of graphics, hey, it might be. And I know that's going to make you be like, wait a minute. Graphics? I thought this shit was badass in graphics. Everybody loved the graphics. I'm sorry. I'm not just trying to be a contrarian, but hey, those graphics ain't all that, really. I mean, yeah, it's on Red Dead Redemption 2 quality, which was badass in 2018. And I'm not even a graphics dude, honestly. Look, listen. If this is their first Grand Theft Auto game in the last 15 years where they're not focusing on graphics, and this is actually purposefully on some 2018 graphics so they can make a better game, then hey, awesome. I'm all for it. But, you know, again, like I said, knowing modern Rockstar, that more than likely isn't the case. And if that isn't the case, again, if they're trying to be on that graphics tip, it's not that impressive. I didn't look at this shit and think, oh, that's real life. I didn't think that shit, right? I looked at GTA 5 when I was a kid and thought that shit was real. That's real life. That looked like it's real. That's what I really thought. But I look at 6, I'm thinking like, bro, like, this is a game. And I see these women on the beach. Yeah, they got body and shit, which is finally they got a female figure that look appealing. 5 and all the other Grand Theft Auto games, all the women look like fucking like gross, nigga. So this is the first time they got hot looking women in a Grand Theft Auto game. Thank God. But I will say this. They have a problem. The problem is the women look too hot. It looked too good. You gotta have a balance between ugly and hot. Cause if it's too hot, then it shit like a porn game. Like all the bitches can't look good. It's gotta be some ugly bitches. Like I think the trailer, I mean, I know I was trying to be like glamorous and show all the best aspects, but they should have had an ugly bitch here and there sprinkled in the background. Cause it's like it kind of feel like it's too hot. You know, it's too good to believe, you know? I think that's part of what makes it look fake as well. I mean, it's the little things, you know? It's the little things. But, okay, take away the fact that everybody's hot in the trailer. Maybe, hopefully in the game that there are some ugly ladies, right? But my worry is that they're all going to be hot. That's my worry. It's not going to be no ugly people. But, you know, take that shit away. I'm looking at the trailer again, like I said. Nothing's blowing me away. And knowing Modern Rockstar, they're not gonna do nothing that's gonna blow me out the water, bro. I hope they do. But what could they really do? Right? What could they really do? Modern Rockstar, though. Not the Rockstar of the past. What can they do? Are they gonna add some new guns, some new cars? You know, get them new clothes. Oh, Lucia can fucking, I don't know, suck this white guy's dick. Oh my God. Yeah, they finally brought dating into the game. You can only date her, but hey, there's dating in the game, right? This is what y'all wanted. This is the update from 5. Because remember, y'all said y'all wanted relationships? How Franklin didn't really have a girl? Yeah, well, we brought it. It's here. Like, that's some bullshit, man. Again, I hope that's not the case, but that's I mean, knowing Modern Rockstar, I know this shit, it's gonna be some marginal upgrades, man. I know it. But hey, last part of this video, I'm at 27 minutes of recording this right now, but last few minutes of this, I'm gonna give you my wishes, my hopes, my dreams for GTA 6, which I don't think is gonna happen, but my dream is this. Since we are already in Miami and we know it's Miami, I hope that they have 3 cities. I've heard people say, you know, that the game is going to have, you know, Miami and a whole Florida Keys and all something kind of shit. That's cool. But I've also heard people speculate about something that I would like too. I mean, again, I don't like these cities in real life, but hey, it'd be cool to have 3 cities again, which is, I'm gonna actually put a picture on the screen here, but they said Atlanta, Ohio, not Ohio, what the fuck? They said Miami, Atlanta, and some other fucking place that I can't remember the name of right now. But again, like I said, I'm gonna put the map on the screen, and on that map you can also see that there's a island there, an island that also has a city on it. I think it's the Bahamas, and they got the Bermuda Triangle in there, bro. That shit would be amazing, and if they did that shit, I can say in terms of a map scale, they would finally have passed GTA San Andreas in terms of a map scale, in my opinion, right? Because we finally have 3 cities again, on top of something that San Andreas never had, which is an island. An island. Not just like a little fucking piece of shit, you know, circle island that you can walk to the end of in about like 2 minutes or less, right? I'm talking about an actual island that has shit on it. But that would be great. Now that's in terms of the map. But I don't think that'll actually happen. But another thing I wish for is shooting off people's limbs. Yeah. Head, hands, legs. I mean, at the very least a head. You know what I'm saying? Vice City and San Andreas had it. 3 had it. These are the classic GTAs where you can mutilate a motherfucker with a gun, bro. Snipe that motherfucker's head off. I'm not saying you gotta have bones and all this kind of shit. You make a cart. I mean, it don't gotta be super real. That could be the cartoony part where you shoot their head and it just bust open in a bunch of red. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be an adult game after all. Why the fuck was it removed? I don't get it. You know, that's my wish, is that they bring that back. Also, working out, going to the gym, getting fat, getting skinny, getting big, and you know, losing all your weight, gaining all your weight, having to eat, having to take care of that shit. Hey, we got 2 body types now. We got a man and a woman. I mean, that'd be great to have that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is, too, a third protagonist, right? Someone maybe that we've seen in the trailer, but it'd be great if we have a third protagonist that hasn't been shown yet. That would be awesome. I would be so happy because the protagonists we have so far, I don't really like, right? Lucia and this, I think his name is Jason. I don't think they really even said his name yet officially yet, but these two are very bland so far. They seem very bland. There's no character from them at all. And I don't want to play as a white dude. I really don't. But I love GTA Vice City, and I love GTA 3. And I love fucking Trevor. Trevor was a cool ass white dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind playing as a cool ass white dude. But dude just seems like a bland ass white guy. I don't want to play as him. He just seems boring. You know? There's nothing fun about him. Right? And if I'm not going to like somebody, like I didn't like Franklin, but at the very least, I can say, hey, he's black. I can play as him because he's black. Like, at the very least. And the funny thing is, I never played as Franklin. I always played as Trevor. That's how much I like Trevor. Like, I literally would rather play as a white guy than play as this dude. But if Trevor wasn't in the game, I would literally have only played as Franklin. Literally. And I don't even like, I hate Franklin. He sucks. He sucks ass. He's horrible. But yeah, no. My another wish is, like I said, is to have a secret third character that's black, you know, because I pretty much see where they're going with Jason and Lucia. I see it, you know, but I think and also another thing with Jason and Lucia that's an issue is that they're middle aged, not middle aged, sorry, but they're in their late. I mean, they seem to be in their late 20s, early 30s, and they're adults. You know, they're not young adults. They're adults, and while that's cool for that crowd, I think that like that's kind of a boring like life point for a GTA character. I mean, Tommy Vercetti was you know, almost in his 40s. He was a great character to play as, but I mean, I don't know, he was exciting, it was fun, he was in the mafia and shit, you know. These characters seem like they have their shit together, which is weird. You know, they're going through that little phase adults go through. I keep saying, almost wanting to say young adults, but they got their shit together. They know themselves. There's no confusion in terms of that. They're just trying to get their money up. That's it. And that's just boring, you know? And I don't mind playing as an older character, but again, this is just a lot of reasons why they're boring. I don't care about them. They're boring. At least with Franklin, at least with Trevor, I should say, he's going through this midlife. I mean, he's not really going through a midlife crisis, but he's older. You can't tell he's older, but he's older. You know he is. But he's still cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And he's got all these issues and all these things about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, yeah. But I'm going to stop comparing this to GTA 5 real quick. I'm still saying they're boring. And it'd be nice to have a character who's younger. I'm saying early 20s. And is black. You know? And fucking isn't a fucking boring piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe have it be like a love triangle. Maybe the young guy is trying to take Lucia, and the older dude, and you know, him and Lucia has been together for a minute, so you know they have history. But this new dude's a new dude, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's the thing in this game where y'all can, like, and they can have the dating in there. Is you date other people. Maybe maybe you could date other people as well, but the main love triangle is between them. That could be cool. That could be great. I would love to do that shit. That would, you know, be a whole fucking can of beans right there. And also it would be out of the fucking little Bonnie and Clyde thing, which is all right. But I think adding that little spice into there will make things a bit more fun, you know, and that can add so many gameplay possibilities. But I don't know. That's just me. That's a wish. Now, the next wish is top San Andreas. Actually make a game that makes me be like, you know what? San Andreas is outdated. This shit, this shit's outdated. See, I gotta play this one. This is the one I gotta play exclusively. That's what I want. You know, overall, that's what I want. I don't think it'll happen, but yeah. Yeah, man. That's all I have to say. And I guess I'm out.